she has to stop doing the distrustworthy thing first? Like, should he trust her? No, that's dumb. So,
again.
Right.
And again.
And again, what are you thinking? Trust is not a prerequisite of relationships, number one. Number two, trust does not descend from the heavens. Because you are in a relationship with somebody, they don't owe you trust. A lot of times they do owe you trust, though. So you can trust everybody, okay? So you can trust everybody. You can trust them to be exactly who they've shown themselves to be. What does this mean? Trust everybody to be exactly who they've shown themselves to be.
So like you can expect them to do the same things that they do around you because that's what they do.
Yep.
Now you're pretty much trusting that they're going to be consistent with that because they do that.
Uh-huh.
And that's their reputation. And the reputation.
Yep.
It's like,
Our people
like credit.
Yeah, it's credit. Exactly credit. You can trust them to be exactly who they've shown themselves to be. One of the things this does is kind of get you out of bad situations. Because how many times have you been, well, like, I've been a teacher and I've worked hard for you and I've done this and I've done that and I've done the other thing and I don't answer an email. And all of a sudden you can't trust me anymore, I'm a terrible teacher. How fair is that?
I don't know.
That's not at all fair, right? Trust isn't like that. So when you talk about trust, I have one of my roommates, she's fascinating, is really, she's got a money issue. Okay, so here's what I can trust Courtney to be. Courtney will walk across the planet twice for any of her friends. Courtney will be there in the middle of the night. Courtney will work 46 hours straight for your wedding. Courtney will do everything. She's the single most loyal person. She will defend you to the core, right? She'll go to the mat for you. That is a fact. Courtney's also super shady about money. Like super shady. So if I give Courtney $20 to go to the store and bring back a carton of eggs, am I gonna get my change? No. And she'll do stuff like borrow money if I happen to have cash laying about, and then forget to tell me. She pays rent, and sometimes like when she didn't have rent to pay, she just wouldn't talk about it. Can I trust Courtney?
Not pay your rent.
What do I trust Courtney to do?
To be the
Exactly.
hard falling friend.
Yep, exactly who she is. And at that point that I learned this, I was also having issues with her. I'm like, I don't trust you. Well, how fair is that not to trust her?
Completely fair.
So, because she took my change, I don't trust her to be a good friend. I don't trust her to be loyal. I don't trust her to be honest in every other way. No. So I trust her to be totally loyal, and I trust her to totally take my money. She is totally shady. Absolutely shady. I will leave her with my entire house for 6 months. I won't let her drive my car. I seriously, not even out of the driveway. I'll like get up in my PJs and go move my car. I won't even let her move it out the driveway. So you can trust people to be exactly who they are. Do you see how much freedom this gives me? Because in the expectation of our society is like, you've got to trust. No, you don't. You trust them to be who they are. You can trust me to be a lot of things. Here's what you can trust me to be. You can trust me to be on time. You can trust me to be motivated. You can trust that when I am here, I'm 100% here and nowhere else. You can trust me to give my all. You can also trust me to be like, I don't know, really forgetful. Not always great with emails. You can trust me to leave this room and totally forget what it is you said you needed. Right? You can trust me to turn on you a little bit. You can trust me that I'll be fine. Until you make me mad, and I'll tell you about it. So you can trust me to be slightly unpredictable that way. I've seen that. Yes? So can you trust me?
Yes.
How?
Be exactly who you are.
Right. To be exactly who I've shown myself to be. So I see this going both ways. I see people in relationships that keep trusting people, and I'm going, what are you, new? Why would you trust him? I see people like you with your parents who continue to try to get them to acknowledge you. And I go, why? Why are you doing it? Trust them to be a jerk. Now you can trust them to be all kinds of other things, like trying to help, probably. But you can trust them to be exactly who they are. And that allows you to just go, okay, well, here's the things I trust and here's the things I don't. We do that with kids. Parents will be like, I don't trust you. Well, you shouldn't trust your kids. The goal of the kid is to do dumb stuff. That's their job. Their job is to do dumb stuff. Pretty much. And you want to do dumb stuff. You'd rather the 15-year-old do dumb stuff than the 19-year-old do dumb stuff. Because you can help them. But you trust them to be who they've shown themselves to be. And they've shown themselves to be X, Y, Z, and that's what you trust them to be. If you're in a new relationship and you want to know if you just trust somebody, it's really simple. Don't believe anything they say. Listen to how they talk to their ex. Listen to how they talk about their ex. Listen to how they talk to their family. Look at how much they tip somebody. It is. Does it matter? Does how much you tip somebody show you something about them? That in itself may not be accurate. That's why you have to get a whole picture. Right? I was so embarrassed. This was like 6 months in. I caught Sid adding money to my tip. I was mortified. I've never not, because I just tipped $5 no matter what. That was my goal back then. So if you brought me a $15 meal, you got $5. If it was $50, you still got $5. So have I made that mistake again? No, because that tells you something about me. Do they lie to their boss? If they lie to their boss, what are they going to do?
What are you?
If they talk disrespectfully to their ex, what are they likely to do?
Do it to you.
If they yell at people, what are they likely to do? Yell at you. This is not always true, right? But by and large, you trust them to be who they show themselves to be. My biggest thing is like, okay, the people that get in a relationship with somebody who they were cheating on the other person when they got in a relationship and they want to make it work. This is, okay, if you're going to do that, first of all, should that person trust you?
No.
No. Should you trust them?
No.
No, because it's equally shady. I mean, it's kind of shady. You're both shady. People are like, but I didn't cheat anybody. I know, but it's kind of shady. I'm just saying. You can justify that person cheating. It's a little shady. I got it. You owe them nothing but shady. So you keep that little shady in mind. Does that mean you never trust them?
No.
No.
They have to prove themselves.
Well, you watch them over time. So if over 6 months, 10 months, 12 months, they're on time, they tell you the truth, they're where they said they're going to be, they're respectful, they're kind, they keep their word. 12 months later, what do you have an obligation to do? Trust them. Right? So this goes both ways. One, we're trusting people we shouldn't. They have bad credit. If you have bad credit with everybody in your family, and I'm dating you, I'm going to be a little sketchy. I'm going to be like a little sketchy on you. I'm going to go, you're kind of sketchy, McSketcherson. Right? And I'm sketchy in a lot of ways. There are a lot of things you should not trust me to do, like answer my phone. I mean, like, there's a lot of things. So, you build that. Now, I see it go both ways. Either people get in relationships and they trust them, and I go, why? Or what people do is they're in a relationship for 2 years, and some of you have been in a relationship, I bet. If you date women, you've been in a relationship. It's been 2 years. 2 years you've been honest, hardworking, kind, thoughtful. You've kept your word, right? You've done, and that person goes, I don't trust you.
When you look at it like what?
What don't you trust?
Here's the deal. When everybody says that to me, I don't love you, I don't trust you, here's how it goes. You better mean it. So this is where you're cross-examining your behavior. You better make sure it's true. So I'll say, I have tried in every way I know how to show you that I love you. Right? Have I given you reason to believe I'm a person who means what they say? What had the answer better be if I'm going to say this?
No.
Well, generally I mean what I say. So if I mean what I say, I go, have I given you the impression that I mean what I say? The answer better be yes. If it's not, then don't ask, because they shouldn't trust you. Okay? So yes, Christy, you mean what you say? Great. I said I loved you. If I mean what I say, I meant it. I promise. Ever the day should come that I don't feel that way anymore, I will let you know. Otherwise, you are calling me a liar. Are they not calling me a liar? Yeah. If I've shown you for 2 years that I mean what I say and I do what I say, do you have an obligation to trust me? Yes. So it's also a way to look at that person and go, yeah, no, this is not an option to not trust me. This is about you, right? But you better have kept your word all that time. Because, man, he was like that. So you can demand that people trust you. I know people like 10 years, that person's been honest, kind, forthright, fair, and then people are still going, I don't trust you. No, that doesn't work. I mean, how long would you pay that credit card company that just kept charging you and you paid them? So when you deal with trust, it's exactly what he said, it's credit. Am I going to demand that my credit is forthright? Like if people are charging me things that aren't mine, am I tell them to take it off my credit report? Yep. And a lot of times people are charging you for somebody else's mistake. Yes? Anybody been in a relationship with somebody who's been cheated on before?
You pay
Yeah.
that price.
Generally, you're paying that price. Not cool. You got to put an end to that, right? So when you kind of understand this and you realize that everything you do will reflect on all of those relationships. So does how I treat Sid affect my other relationships?
Mhm.
Yep. With all of our friends,
Mhm.
with my family,
Mhm.
with everybody in my house. I think even the dog picks up on it. I mean, it affects your relationships. It's part of why it's so hard with friendships when people break up. What do? Who gets the friends? But you lose credibility. One of the things I've learned that took me bouncing 76-cent checks in about 10 years to figure out is that your credit is the single most important thing you can have. Both financially, in terms of stability, but also in terms of relationships. Is it easy to manage credit? Is it an easy thing? Well, not unless you're independently wealthy, right?
Mhm.
It's not even a little bit easy. It's incredibly challenging. It means sometimes not spending. It means going home exhausted and paying your interest. It means constantly keeping in mind how it affects people. I'll give you another example. So I was dropping Sid off at work, and I don't always make this choice. I give you the options. Well, I can tell you when I screw it up too. But okay, so I drop Sid off from work. I have about 45 minutes. We share a car, so it's about 45 minutes before I have to be at my next class. So I had time. She gets in the car. She forgot her milk, right? Or she's gonna have that for lunch. And she was so upset. Oh, I forgot my milk. She was like super upset. So she goes in the office. You know, like, oh man, you know, like when you forget something that you wanted. And I got 45 minutes, and there's a gas station about 3 blocks away. And I like have a choice. I'm sitting at a stoplight. I can go right or I can go left. I got like the extra time. I'm not doing anything else. So right or left? Do I just go to work or do I go to the gas station? Well, it was a good day. And on a good day, I just taught this class, same topic. And on a good day, you go, yeah, okay, so I got the extra couple minutes now. I'm going to do those things that matter. I'm going to take that time because it's really no thing. Because how many times am I going to screw up and be a jerk?
Many.
Many. Sometimes I'm going to make a total disaster of the house and then leave.
A lot.
A lot. Like, I got to take those when I can. And that's just the reality of it. So what do you guys think about this?